Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Unwanted Opinion. I'm going to get directly to the point, ladies and gentlemen. We have some breaking news just now out of Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have reached a 2-year deal with punter Brian Anger.
Yo, stop playing with me.
What y'all thoughts about that,
You almost
bro?
made me go get on Twitter, man.
What y'all thoughts about that? The Cowboys
get on Twitter,
the Cowboys re-signed their All-Pro Pro Bowl punter back to the team.
Hey man, I think the writing was on the wall when they re-signed the long snapper.
Listen.
He's nice to have. He's a great punter.
I'm happy.
He's one of those people that I wish we didn't use as much, but he's nice to be back.
I'm happy, man. I'm just happy that we re-signed one of our guys, man. I can't even.
Pro Bowler.
You feel me? We re-signed a few of our guys.
But then we let a couple walk right out the door for no reason at all. Now Jordan Lewis, I can understand. We wasn't paying that. But Golston, we needed him.
Oh, yo.
We needed him.
I'm glad you said that. Before we go on, I'm glad you said that. I have to tell you guys a story about Chauncey Golston. 3 4th of Julys ago, when I was in Aaron Parsons' house, we had a party. I had just met Chauncey, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't know how this conversation came up, but money got involved in the conversation. And I said, Chauncey, the Giants are ass. If the Cowboys offer you a certain amount of money and the Giants offer you more money, but they're garbage, are you going to go to the Giants or are you going to stay with the Cowboys? He said, fuck the Cowboys, I'm going to the Giants. 3 years later, where is he at? Is that not insane?
Hey, man.
Yo, that was crazy.
Business. I mean, bro, that money talk, though. I mean,
that was crazy.
Myles Garrett don't want to be traded no more, does he?
No, got a no-trade clause, got a fat contract, you feel me? He's going to stay there.
You know what I mean? Money
I just had to bring that up.
Man.
But no, congratulations to Chauncey, though. He got his big payday. 3 years, $20 million. That's awesome, bro. But forget him.
Yeah, he don't play for us no more.
Forget him,
so
bro.
Come on, TP. What you upset about, man? Come on.
Go ahead, man. Clear the airways, guys.
Because we talked before coming on the air, and we established that I'm one of the people that you upset with. Because, again, I've been here, bro. You've been coming along with me, but I've been here. I don't know why you're surprised by what we're doing in this free agency.
I'm surprised because...
And when I say we, I mean the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm surprised only because of the layout. You know what I mean? We had an exciting rollout. And then, you know what I mean? When it was time to really roll out, we still in the tunnel. You know what I mean? We ain't even try to run out on the field. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, at least we in the tunnel because last year and most of the years before, we still in the press box. So that's what I'm saying, man. We went and got some, especially with the Solomon Thomas, you know, we added some former first rounders. That's the one thing that, I've definitely come to learn being a Cowboys fan. It's like I said, I love Solomon Thomas, love him as a person, had the pleasure of meeting him. You know, former first rounder. I believe we just brought on another former first rounder. It's like, why do we wait on these former first rounders for their I guess their value to diminish? Mm-hmm. Because that's what they're looking at. It's like, yeah, these guys are former first rounders. They had decent 17, but it's like, why wait so long and look for a guy with diminished value, even if he doesn't have diminished value? Solomon Thomas and I can't remember his name, the kid for the Saints that went 28. In 2021, I know we just brought him on. They could be big pickups for us, especially on our rotation, especially with our line. So I'm not saying that I'm upset we got them. I'm just saying what is up with the Cowboys looking for players that are viewed as diminished value. That's my only thing.
Yeah, we don't want to spend no big bucks, man. And it's frustrating.
Which is why I don't see why you surprised there hadn't been a big name brought on yet.
Listen, I don't care about the big name. I don't care about that.
Okay. So then what was you thinking we was gonna get?
What I cared about was we freed up all this money. Mm-hmm. Okay. We freed up all this money. We knew that we had X amount of free agents that was hitting open market from our team. We knew we needed outside help and to keep guys. How are we not getting outside guys for real and then still losing guys? It's not making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan Lewis, congrats to him. Big bag. You would have never got it in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to him. My whole argument is the Dallas Cowboys should have never let him hit the open market. You know what I'm saying? Chauncey Golston, never supposed to hit the open market. You know what I'm saying? Like when we free up almost 60 million, those are the guys that you expect to keep. The guys that's on the top of your list.
See, was you not here during Dak's first? I don't know.
No,
I guess Micah still was at
no,
Penn State
I
during
was still a
Dak's
team.
first.
Listen, I was still.
No, I know you was a team Cowboy, but I mean, you must have
Yeah.
just not been paying attention much through Dak's first contract negotiations because again, your brother still has to be paid. And this looks identical to what they did leading up to Dak's tag. And I'm telling you, now with all this and you asking, I can give you the answer.
Identical.
There's not enough pie to go around for everybody. TP.
Identical.
That's why. Well, except for the fact I don't think they're gonna tag your brother, but I'm just saying when you talk about all the money that was freed up, all this here, but we didn't use it because hey, Micah still needs to be paid, and we're still looking at free agents, and there's not a big enough slice of pie.
Hold on. Time out. All I'm gonna say is Micah getting paid only increases the cap number for us.
That getting paid, anybody getting paid will increase your cap number.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, they're going to tell you there's not enough pie to go around, and they like to wait, bro, whether it's the true that they truly like being in the news, whatever it is. That's why I'm the one that's shocked that you're upset because they are ahead of schedule. As far as I'm concerned, they've done things that we hadn't seen.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was excited. Like, they got me excited because they started doing things. I was like, okay.
But
big
you don't
moves
think they
have
did
to
enough?
be followed by this, and there's just no big moves. There's some. Okay,
I
can't be mad at this. I can't be mad at that. But it's just.
I was reading today that there's a possibility. Again, I don't think it's something that'll happen, but I was reading that there's a possibility that they reunite the Diggs brothers in Dallas. Would that make you happy?
It'll make me happy.
If we brought Stephon over?
It's not. Didn't he just tear his ACL?
So what?
That means he's not.
So therefore, he's looked at as the diminished value player.
Yeah,
because it's somebody that's older, and his brother's already here. So again, you say we need receiver help. I think that's somebody that will help CD, somebody help Brandon. So again, if somebody like that makes it to
Dallas,
when's he
gonna play though?
Are you happy? He gonna have to be the second man. He gonna have to be okay with being the number 2.
But when is he gonna be healthy though? That's what I'm saying. Like we need day one starters, week 1. That's what we need right now. And I don't think he's gonna be one of them.
No, probably not.
I'm not mad at it though. You know what I mean? It is help. It is somebody that can, a vet guy that's been there before that can help us come playoff time. We wouldn't be mad at it. But right now, I'm like,
I still hadn't gotten out of you. I'm just trying to figure out what piece are you waiting on? That's what I'm asking you. What piece are you waiting on?
For me, it's more of the.
We got offensive line help and we got defensive line help. What are you waiting on?
What about the Jimmies and the Joes?
Okay.
You know what I mean? We need weapons. That was the main takeaway from last year. We need weapons. You know what I mean? We don't have no game changers out there. Other than Dak and Micah and CD, we have no game changers out there. And that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we need to go spend big money on day one free agents. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this year we created enough cap space to be exactly what they said we was going to be, selectively aggressive. When I hear selectively aggressive, I hear, okay, we're going to identify guys and we're going to get these guys signed. That's not what they are doing. They're being selective and cheap. There's a difference now.
There's a difference.
No, that's exactly what he meant by aggressive, selectively aggressive.
Listen. You can be cheap, right? But what I mean by selectively aggressive and cheap is there's no way you're letting a guy that you identified as a guy that we need to keep walk out the door over a couple $1 million. You're supposed to value this guy. When you value somebody, hey, you don't mind paying that extra couple million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't mind, you know what I mean, doing what you need to do to keep a guy. Or, you know what I mean, in Chauncey Golston's case, that's a key guy, a key reserve guy. After we just lost a bunch the year before, you know what I mean? That's a guy that you know you have to keep. And, you know what I mean, to let him go to New York is crazy to me.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring up 2 names for you. I got 2 names for you.
But like, I'm not mad at the Cowboys per se. I do want to get that. I'm not mad at the Cowboys per se. I'm more mad at the fans that say, "Oh, we expect this." Listen, I mean, I understand Dak's rookie year, rookie contract, and things like that, not getting nobody, but it's kind of different now. I mean, me personally, I feel like it's kind of different now because I don't think we ever had this much cap space to work with and actually go do things with and work things with a team as good as right now, where we could actually win and do something.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying though.
And
What's it?
in a
Let me edit
division
this
where
title.
I mean, we see our two best rivals actually wanting to trying to get better. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, what about this though? I'll give you two names, and I want you guys to tell. Well, no, I actually give
Man,
you
I
three
know I'm
names, and I
fucking some
want you
shit
guys
up.
to tell me
Give
your
me a thumbs
thoughts
up
on
if
this.
y'all hear me.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you, bro.
Gary.
What the hell? I can edit the title on that. I guess you can. That's weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You good, Ted? You good over there?
Y'all
Yo,
say something.
yep.
Yo.
I can hear you, you low, and I can't figure out how to turn this shit up. But I can finally hear you now.
Yeah, that's crazy. In the
Uh,
middle of the-
yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know.
Got you. All right. My apologies.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So I'm gonna give you guys three names. Are you disappointed that the Cowboys didn't sign these three players or any of them? Dre Greenlaw, Jonathan Allen, Charvarius Ward.
All three disappointed because those are all three guys that we could have
That
went
could
and
come
got and
in
could
and make
afford
an
it.
impact, right?
Yeah, all
Especially,
three.
especially that second, third when you named.
Yep,
Yeah.
could have came in and made an instant impact, and we could have afforded all three of those contracts.
So, what is the issue? Before we branch out to these other teams, because I got some questions coming up. What is the problem?
What do you mean?
Jerry Jones's problem.
Well,
Why isn't he like the Rams owner who said F them picks a couple years ago, or the 49ers owner that he goes and, I mean, I know they had a rookie quarterback, but like stacks the roster up the best that he can, or the Eagles, Jeffrey, or what's his name for the Eagles?
Lori,
Not Laurie,
Roseman.
He talking about
Howie
Roseman,
Roseman.
Howie.
Yeah.
Bro, I
What
don't.
is the
I think it.
problem?
I don't know if there's a problem, and like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm talking bad about the man. I just think he gets a kick out of the negotiations or the contracts or something, or and I don't know what changed because we saw 90s Jerry. 90s Jerry would go get Dion. 90s Jerry would go get Charles Haley. Like 90s Dion, I mean, excuse me, 90s Jerry did exactly what this Jerry says. He would do what it took to win a ring. Now with this one, when it comes to free agency and everything else, I don't know. I'm at a loss just like y'all. Like I said, I don't know what selectively aggressive means, or what, like I said, when you have a guy like Tre'Davious Ward out there, when you have a guy like Jonathan Allen out there that TP already said we could have afforded their contract. So, like I said, maybe there's something in their character you don't like. Maybe they have a certain character guy that they target that they look for. Who knows? If we knew, we would have rings as we speak.
Okay. That's
Honestly,
oh,
now
go
that
ahead,
you
my fault.
brought
Yeah,
that
go ahead,
up,
TP.
I mean, when you think about that, I don't think Jerry's in charge anymore.
Really?
Not for real. Not for real. Not
So
for
who do
real.
you think? Who do you think's in charge then?
The same person who was in charge of the cat way back when he didn't want Jerry to make the moves that he did make way back when, Mr. Stephen Jones.
So
He got to
that's
be the one. I just refuse to believe that he's the one, that Jerry's the one fully in control right now. I just refuse to
yeah.
believe that. Not looking at the way he acted previously, and you know what I mean, the things that you know what I mean that are going on right now. Like you said, there was a time when Jerry really wanted to win. He was going to do what it took to win. And during those times, who was going against him? Steven, we can't afford this.
Yeah, we don't want
You
Terrell
know what I'm
Owens
saying? The
or
same thing
stuff
that's
like
happened.
that.
We can't afford this. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Oh
one plus
man.
one equals two to me. Um, But I just think that another thing, you know what I mean? I think the Cowboys are really just a business venture that makes the money for the Cowboys. They not trying to win no more for real.
But see, and that's where I get disgusted because it's like I hear that argument. I've been a part of that argument. It's like, but what does winning a Super Bowl hurt? Winning a Super Bowl don't do nothing but put a few more billion in your pockets, right? You
It's
think you'd be
supposed to.
making even more yearly
I
if you
guess
put
it's
a,
what they
especially as of now, the way social media interacts with everything, the money you get off of that. If the Dallas Cowboys hoist a Lombardi trophy, yeah, I know you already just walk on money, but I mean, damn, you do that, bro. It's whatever you want, especially in 2025 with the way money just falls out the sky. Like it's just gonna fall upon you. It's gonna fall upon your players, everything. Like you gonna be good. So I don't know why you don't want this trophy. Pat won two
Yeah,
trophies and
bro.
went and bought half of a fucking
I can't even
baseball
say
team. I mean, like, come
I can't
on.
even say he don't want it. I just think they don't want to be stuck with the bill having to do it. They see what these other teams are doing, and they're like, "Damn, do we want this bill?" And they just
Why
don't want the bill,
not? You
bro.
can afford
I
it.
don't think they want the bill, bro.
You can
Like I
afford
said,
it, and it's gonna be paid back to you. You
like I
really, it
said,
really is.
it comes to like these other owners. Their football is their hobby. For Jerry, it's their number one money maker. You know what I mean? It's just two different ways of looking at it.
I don't know if it's his number one money maker. I mean, I give you it's big, but I know like what was it during COVID or something. I know Jerry put a few more billions in his pocket off of some little investment he had. So
Oh, I
that
believe
bag,
it.
that bag, he got some irons in every fire that's burning out there. Like I said, all that money and stuff. I mean, all the land and stuff he owns out here too. Like I said, he got the bread, which is why, like we said, he can afford it. Like I said, and that's the thing. Like if the NFL was to truly take like the route of baseball and get rid of the salary cap, does Jerry Jones operate the same way that he's
Oh,
operating now?
no.
I
Because when
But
he won,
see,
they didn't
but
have a
you say
salary cap.
no. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
But
he
you say
would.
no.
I think he
But
would.
TP says it ain't Jerry. He's saying it's
I
so
think
that's
he
what I'm
would.
saying. That's why I'm glad y'all got it. It's because I'm with you. I think if the man didn't have a salary cap, oh
You got,
shit, I would be
I
scared to
think
see the check he would
you
write.
gotta think.
But are
You
we
gotta
gonna get
think.
the same man?
You gotta think. You gotta think. They're the ones that wanted the salary cap. Why? They knew it was gonna put more money in their pockets. Period. They the one that
That
wanted the
part.
salary cap. They didn't want
That
to be the
part.
Yankees.
Yep.
They didn't want to
Yep.
be the Yankees. They
They
didn't
did
want to
not
have to
want to
keep
be the
cutting
Yankees
checks.
or the Dodgers.
You know what I mean? They wanted that. They, you know what I
Wow.
mean? They
Yeah, that's
wanted
a
that.
yeah,
They
bro.
knew what they was doing. They said, "Yeah,
So
you
as
put a
you
cap
said,
on this. We know we put more money in our pockets." That's literally what it was.
well, there you go. So there's the answer to the question of why free agency looks like it does. Like I said, man, they hold them dimes. They hold them, like I said. And I know it's contradicting and stupid as hell for me. Like I said, that's where the parody of being the quarterback's brother comes into play because it's like, bro, your brother, the highest paid player in NFL history, playing for a team that you talk about don't want to pay nobody. But like when
They
we
don't.
look around,
They don't
it's
understand.
proven.
But they don't understand that for that 60 million, he got to take a lot of hate and a lot of blame because you look around and they say, "Oh, he's making 60 million when he ain't got nobody." Well, guess what? I'm making 60 million because they didn't want to get nobody.
But we'll hear on the other end that 60 million is why we don't have anybody.
Exactly, but no, it's just like I tell him, look, if you go look at it, bro, the Cowboys are the reason why they're paying 60 million.
I mean, is it even 60 anymore? Like I said, I mean, it didn't it just become restructured?
It
So,
did. Yeah, it did.
I
They
mean,
like I
spent a
said,
lot of
again,
money.
he
even when they
always
gave him the
he's done
60,
that
it wasn't
twice. He did that with his last contract. He's not somebody that's not going to restructure. Like I said, I promise y'all, that one wants to win. I promise you, four wants to win. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Four wants to win.
It's just, you know what I mean? Just take more than 5, 6 guys, bro. And the Cowboys don't want to. They don't want to look at it like that. I'm sorry, bro. Like when people say, "Hey, I take less," and then
So who this year though outside of the Cowboys? Like I said, who is taking that route this year that the Rams once took or that the Eagles have taken? Like who this year has seemed to go in? I've seen the Patriots spend
Yeah, the
some money
Patriots
so
spent some
far,
money.
Patriots spending some.
but I mean, I'm not really, high on really any one of their players that I've seen sign right now.
Okay,
Not to
well
just sound
that's
like an
fair.
asshole or nothing, but they've spent a lot of money. But that's what I'm saying. But what team? right now is doing that. Like I said, because if we
Washington.
go sit here, you motherfucker. Because I was just gonna say, because if we go sit here and knock on Dallas for not doing it, then we need to see who's doing it. And yeah, I guess you're right with that. Washington done
Lerman
spent some
Tunsil.
bread a little bit.
Washed up
But
Debo Samuel.
they lost a few defensive players. They stacking their offense up
They
a little
got
bit. But
Wagner back. They
you
lost Chin.
you bitched about Debo. You
Yeah, I
said
didn't like that
Debo wasn't a
move.
good pickup. So,
Yeah,
but now
nah, it
you're
Man,
saying
wasn't.
it's creditable,
listen,
and
nah,
they
nah,
gave him
nah.
a left tackle.
Listen,
No.
They
Hold
gave him a
I
left
look at it.
tackle.
I look at it from this.
No,
Debo is
no.
better than any other person that they had previously.
That's debatable, but this is what I'm saying though.
Outside of McLaurin, he's better than
Okay,
anybody
I
that
was
they
about to
had
say.
previously.
He said previously.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
previously.
McLaurin becomes out of that because McLaurin's already there.
You're already there. But this is what I'm saying though.
But I'm saying you both said about. But see now I got to back off of you because I
No,
tried
I
to give
didn't
you
boast
credit,
about it. This is
but
what I'm
it's only
saying.
Debo and a left tackle. They
That's
ain't really done much.
it was two. Free agency been what, 2 days?
Yeah. What have they done since?
They got Bobby Wagner back. Louvu back. They lost Chin. They added Debo. They added Tunsil. At least they're going for it. Now I don't like the Debo move, but at least they're
What
trying.
move? What move? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Off the people you just named, what move that they did or whatever is a bigger splash in the water than what anything the Cowboys have done?
Tunsil.
You think so? Larry getting well. I mean, that's just getting. I mean, I give you that because that's getting a
You gotta
proven
have
left tackle. But
yeah.
we have a rookie. But like I said, I mean, I guess I give you that. But again, is Larry still Larry of old? I mean, Houston seemed like they was ready to get rid of him pretty quick,
I
and they
mean,
still
when you get
and them
2, 3,
themselves
and
got a
4,
young ass
Tad.
quarterback. Yeah, but they too have a young ass quarterback. Who's protecting him now?
Oh, they got
But
Kinlaw
Tad,
too, bro.
when you get a 2, 3, and a 4, bro, I mean, you can't really be mad at that.
Yep. What'd you say, TP?
I said they signed Javon Kinlaw.
Okay. Okay.
And
I
then
don't know.
no, yeah,
Nah,
Washington, they're in our division, and they're trying. Like, even if the shit doesn't work out, they're
you know what I
trying.
mean? They got their rookie quarterback, and ever since they got their rookie
that
quarterback,
helps.
you know what I mean? They seen that success, and they trying to build off of it.
As they should, and they're doing it.
You know what I mean? The Texans, you know what I mean? When they got the instant success from their rookie quarterback, they built off of it.
Most teams do.
Yeah, the only team I can't say did it: Bengals, Cowboys.
Yeah. But I said there's nobody that if you want to feel bad for somebody, that's who you feel bad for. Them Bengals fans.
Yeah,
That's the only one that I'm like, oh my God, y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing out there in Cincinnati.
they're the Cowboys 2.0 for real.
Yeah, they
They're the
is.
Cowboys 2.0. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
is, bro.
What's going on?
That's just
What you waiting on?
Crazy.
Capers, what you waiting on? Because honestly, I'm good
Dude,
so far. Like I said, the two
how are
defensive
you
guys,
good, Tad? How are you
because we are
good?
ahead of schedule, because they're ahead of schedule to me. Free
Tad,
agency's
that's
not
a
done.
bullshit ass bar.
Listen, this is the first time in
No, it's
recent
not.
memory where we've actually done work on the first 2 days of
What
That's
did
what
preseason.
we
I'm
do?
saying.
That ain't shit.
No, we
We
don't.
Fuck
added an
Javonte
offensive
Williams.
guard.
Hold on.
We added an offensive guard. We added a running back. We added two former first rounders on the D line.
Bro,
And
come on,
Javante,
bro.
What I'm
I mean,
saying,
come on.
what he's saying is, for the Cowboys, this is very good.
It
But that's a
is.
low bar.
For
You guys
any other franchise, this would be, you know what I mean, cakewalk.
You
But for
talking
the
about a low
Cowboys, this
bar?
is really
It's the
good.
bar they set.
That's
They
what I'm
set this
saying.
bar.
You shouldn't go by that standard though, bro. You should have higher
Until I'm shown
expectations than some
otherwise, I
stupid
can't.
mother.
No, see, but that's why you upset. Because you expecting them to do this shit. Us
Not
realists,
even
that's why
expecting them.
TP and I click. We realist.
I
You're
wouldn't say I'm
wanting them to
expecting
do
them.
this.
Yeah, I'm wanting
We
them to
know
do it.
it.
Yeah.
We know what they gonna do down here. Now
I put
I'm
out a
upset they
tweet
didn't
the other
sign
day.
Najee.
I put out a tweet the other day, man. It's like a relationship, bro. You gotta acknowledge when the other person is trying, okay? You gotta acknowledge that.
And they trying. Like
You
I
know
said,
what I
I would
mean?
have liked Najee over Javante. You know, when I saw the Najee deal, I was like, "Ooh, Najee would look good in Dallas. Najee is a big vindicator for Dak. Like, I'd have liked to see Najee in Dallas. I really would have. But I'm not gonna knock Javante.
I don't
I'm
mind
not.
that
Come in
though.
here, yeah, come in here, work, add to the backfield, and let's see what pops off.
But bro.
Like I said, they're ahead of schedule. Okay,
But that
at what
schedule
time in
is
free
ass.
agency? But now they still can sign Micah. They still gonna have money. Maybe they bring in Diggs. Maybe
I
they
hope
still
they
go
do that.
find us something. Like I said, there's still some names out there.
Yeah,
There's still, like I said, I wasn't upset
but
about the D Hop signing. I think
Yeah, I
D
was just
Hop
about
of
to say.
Houston is
Yeah.
D Hop of Houston is gone. Like, and that's one of my favorite all time wide receivers, bro. But we not like, I'm not upset D Hop's in Baltimore. Like, I'm not. That wasn't anything that was gonna upset me.
no.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, no, you're right. This is the bar that they set. But bro, come on, bro. This nigga
I'm
gonna sit
cool.
there and tell
Listen,
me this
if
nigga
they gave a
you need to
fifth
be
round
happy they're
right now for
trying, man.
Cooper
Fuck
Cup,
that.
I will be content. And we get
That's
a
what I'm
draft
saying.
star, I will
We
be
still got
content.
Cooper Cup out there for talking about he could be traded. Amari is still a free
He ain't
agent,
coming
which we
back to
talked about
Dallas.
the other day on the show. Why you say that?
He ain't coming back to Dallas.
Well,
I
tell me
can't say
why.
I can't, but he ain't coming back to Dallas though, bro. Trust me.
I think he would, for real. I think
Trust
he
me.
would. He didn't want to
I
leave.
can't put that out.
He didn't want to
But
leave. I think
he's
he'll
not
come
coming
back.
he's not gonna
With a new coach and things like that, I think he
fellas.
would, for real, man.
Fellas, that's out the
I,
window.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
No,
Remember that.
no, not with him.
Money talks, bullshit walks. He already live in
He's
Dallas. He
not
got a
coming
crib
to
in Dallas. Listen, ain't nothing apology
I
can't
can't
fix,
I
man.
can't say, but he's not coming to Dallas, I'm telling you. But all I'm saying is the bar they're just so stupid. Jonathan Allen could have helped you tremendously. Why
there's a
not
bunch of people every
invest?
year that can help us.
They wasn't.
And they don't
So
like to sign from inside the division. When's the last
so
player that we
what?
signed? But I'm just saying, truly, well, who's the last player that we signed from inside of the division?
Yeah, I know. Fucking
They don't.
fucking Carroll. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how far it goes. They don't. That's
Yeah.
something that you can truly look at, like in their past. They don't like to sign from within the division.
Doesn't
I
make
don't
any
know if they feel
sense,
like
bro.
it's gonna be sabotage or what, because motherfuckers quick to leave us and go to a
And then
same
go to
team in
the
the division. But the
yeah, for
Cowboys,
real.
they do not pick up from within the division.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. There's still time, but let me ask you guys this question: does signing Javonte Williams affect Genty being there at 12 or 13, whatever pick we got?
We weren't drafting him because of.
Who gives a shit?
What you mean? I'm
Thank you,
saying,
TP. We're not taking
what you
We
guys
weren't gonna
you
take
really
Genty
don't think they were
anyway.
going to do it anyway?
Yeah, we weren't.
No,
We weren't
I
gonna do
pray
it
to
anyway.
God they wasn't.
We
I
weren't
pray to
gonna do it
God they
anyway.
wasn't. Again, the
So
last
you
one
would
that we
have
took
him
that
as your
how was
starter,
the
or draft somebody later?
If you look at anybody that they were looking at the draft, you knew they weren't looking at no Ashton Genty. They looked at every starting caliber RB day 2 and 3 that they possibly could. You knew they weren't looking at no Genty, bro.
is and as great as Ashton Genty's college career was, like, is Ashton Genty Ezekiel Elliott? Is he gonna come into the NFL and have the same impact as Zeke had?
He might.
He could in
I,
the right
I don't think so,
in the right
especially not behind.
in the right
Okay,
situation.
y'all realize the line Zeke was running
Yeah.
behind,
I'm about to
right?
say it got to be the right
I do.
situation. It got to be the right situation.
That was an
Okay,
amazing
that's what I'm
offensive
saying.
line. Yeah.
That's Hall of Famers on that line, like real talk. You know, that's what I'm saying. And no shot to our guys, but like I said, our guys are young.
Now,
When Zeke came in,
if you go
that
to
line
San
was
Fran, I can see it.
established.
Yeah.
If you go to San Fran, I can see it.
They lost a lot. Now, San Fran, you were talking about people who'd have lost some in-house guys.
They rebuilding.
San
But that's
Fran,
different.
They rebuilding. They rebuilding though. They
It ain't even
rebuilding.
about the rebuilding.
They
It ain't even
rebuilding.
you
about the
rebuilding around
rebuilding.
what? So they rebuilding around Brock and Christian?
Yeah.
They might let Brock
Yeah.
go. But
Nah, I think they're going.
that's different, Tad.
They're not going to let
Because
Brock
at
go.
least they tried.
No,
Shit like this is
when
gonna
they had their
happen
window,
now.
they lost their window. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit that
Yeah.
too. They fought it as hell. Yeah, like you said, the time is run out. Our window closed
Absolutely.
for all this to work together. Now we're gonna try to keep our core,
Yep.
Kittle, C-Mac. I think they try to work with.
Bosa.
I think they try to work with what you do with Brock, and I think they try to bring the other Bosa to San Francisco.
Yeah. So I mean, shit. That's just how I feel with it, bro. I feel like they're just retards, bro. All of them. But
Would you be upset with that, TP? What did Joey ended up here in Dallas?
If he can stay healthy.
That'll be I was about to say.
If he can stay healthy.
What's the point of that, Tad? If by week 5 he's going to be out with a torn tricep or something?
No, I mean I'm with you, but what if he's healthy? Like I said, these are all what ifs. What if Solomon Thomas plays like the former number 2 overall pick? What if they're all what ifs? You feel me? That's what I'm saying.
So
listen, all I'm saying is, I want to get guys that can have the impact that Zach Bond had an impact. Like those are the type of no names that I want to get. You know what I mean? The guys that's gonna come in on vet minimums and give it they all. Listen, I don't give a f about a big name. As long as they gonna come in
Okay.
here, buy in, and play when it's time to play, I don't care who they bring in. My thing is, right now, looking at the roster, we have one starting defensive back as a corner, one, and one starting linebacker. That's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Which
that's
is
how I'm
why you
looking at
go
the
get
big
Dre
You should
name.
have two
Greenlaw.
linebackers, huh? You should have
Which is
two.
why you go get Charvarius
I
Ward.
mean, one that's you know what I mean, going to be able to play week one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you don't think Overshawn playing week one?
No, I don't think he's playing week one, bro.
Say
I
they
don't
got
think so.
videos of him dancing and lifting
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything else. I figured
yeah.
he'd be good to
That's all
go.
cute, dude. That's all cute, but you know what I mean. They ain't having to cut, plan, and play at full speed. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
different.
it's a no, yeah, but it's a different time too. At one time, in point at a torn ACL, you'll never play
Yeah,
football again.
definitely,
Now,
definitely
torn
never
ACL,
played.
you
And
back in 6 weeks.
you know what I'm saying? Definitely changed in the medical field though, for sure.
So, what's your guys' thoughts? Speaking of impact, what's your guys' thoughts on Sam Darnold getting $100 million to go to Seattle? No
I didn't
Hey,
DK
see the
that
Metcalf,
contract.
that was a great
no
contract.
Tyler Lockett, just him as of right now. Just him, Kenny Walker, and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
It was a
But I
great.
hadn't seen the contract. What's the details of the contract? I
He
didn't
got
even know he
like
got that.
nine.
That was
It's
a
like
win-win.
one.
It was a win-win on both sides. He kind of
It's
got
like
like a Baker
110.
Mayfield contract. He got like 100 something. He got
Yeah.
55 per year, but only like
And that's what I'm saying. The rest is incentive based, huh?
yeah. But he only got
Mm-hmm.
55 million guaranteed. So like yeah, great
Yeah,
deal.
and then the rest incentive based. So yeah, it's one of them bullshit contracts. It look good on paper, but like you just answered your own question, Capers. Without no help there, he ain't gonna see all that money. He gonna get what's guaranteed to him and a little bit else. But I mean, he do same thing though. He has a young receiving core. He has a pretty decent offensive line. He has a good running back. I mean, they really. I don't think they lost that much. Like to me, Gino grew a lot in Seattle. But
Hmm.
honestly, what the Sam Darnold that we just saw in Minnesota, to me, there's not that much separation between Sam Darnold and Geno Smith. There's really not.
No.
Okay. And what about Devontae Adams going to LA? Him and Puka Nakua.
Yeah, that's tough. And they possibly keep Coop Cup over there. That's tough. And like I said, that's the thing that like makes it where maybe we can get Cooper Cup or somebody can get Cooper Cup for something cheaper. Like, with a lower draft pick now that they have brought Devontae Adams over there, so it's not gonna hurt them so much. But yeah,
Hmm.
that's tough. That's tough because like you said, it ain't even Puka Kanua. Like we not gonna sit here and act like Matt Stafford not one of them ones that can put that bitch wherever he wants to. And when you got a guy like Devontae that can still run the routes the way he does, like
Yeah.
that's gonna be a scary duo.
People are saying that that offense is trying their hardest to be able to compete with Philly's offense. That's a step in the right direction for sure, bro.
I mean, yeah, but I don't. What would make you say that? I mean, they're little
Pe-
Kyron Williams or whatever. He nice, but
Kyron
he ain't
Williams.
Saquon.
No, but no, this is why though. People were saying this because of how close they kept the game. Although it was in the snow, they actually had a chance to win that game and beat themselves multiple times that game.
Yeah, but they're two different offenses, bro. Like I said, I wouldn't agree with that. Like if you look at them on paper, the way they match up player for player, yes, it might look like they're trying to keep up with them, but the Rams are going to air the ball out. Philly
Yeah,
wants to
Philly's
keep it
gonna
on the
run the
ground.
ball.
Yeah, like I said, they're like I said now and that's the difference. Philly is going to run the ball to try to throw the ball here every now and then, whereas the Rams is going to air this bitch out, and then when it's our opportunity because they backed up on us, then we'll let Kyron go get his 100 yards. Like I said, I don't see that comparison. Like I said, I mean, if anything, you should be trying to match up and beat the Super Bowl champions. If you not, what the hell you doing?
Yeah, what you doing
So.
it for? Yeah,
You feel me? Like I said, so you
yeah,
saying we trying to match their offense? Hell, if I'm not trying to match your offense, what the hell am I doing this for?
yeah. Right. No, that's facts. So this was big news to me. 2-year deal, Justin Fields to the Jets.
What was his total?
Ooh, it wasn't too much.
I think he got like 20 million a year.
Yeah, it wasn't that much.
2 years,
Yeah,
40
two.
million.
Yeah, 2 years, 40.
Yeah.
So, what's your
I
guys'
think
thoughts
they
on him
tried.
going to the Jets? Can he turn things around?
He's not gonna be able to
I
turn
don't
things
know.
around. I want to see what him and Garrett Wilson look like again.
I want to see what him and Brees Hall look like together. I think that's more of what it is. I think they trying to go more to like the running quarterback running, more so that not the option so much, but more of what what we saw Washington do this year. I think that's what they want more than anything. 'Cause like I said, with the running backs that they got, that they're a huge threat. And then when you got a guy that got legs like that, I think that's what they're going for. More so of the read options, the read passes, things like that that we saw Washington doing this past year. I think that's what they're going for, not necessarily a turnaround. I think, like I said, anytime you get a 2-year deal, especially for a former first round quarterback like that, I would think you're a bridge QB. I would think you're somebody we brought in here for 2 years to bridge the gap between you and whoever we fixing to bring in here to really make our franchise face. And like I said, let's see if maybe we can mimic what Washington did last year for a year or two and go on from there. But I think he's going to be more of a bridge QB for him.
Do you think he can still play though?
I think
Because people make the shit seem like he can't play.
No.
And that
Honestly,
should be killing me.
I've never been really a Justin Fields fan, so I'm not gonna sit here and say he can't play. But I mean, I do the same things that I say for Jalen Hurts, I say for Justin Fields, and I said that going back to his college days when he left a pro style offense at Georgia and lost his job to Fromm and transferred to Ohio State where all they running is deeps and crosses.
He
So, like I said, I feel the same thing.
he ain't lose his job. Fromm was
We,
a
we
Fromm was a national championship champion.
well, that's true too.
I said he should never win. Like,
Yeah, but
you don't go. You don't
still,
go
he was also the number one coming in behind. Like I said, man, when you leave an SEC pro style offense, and like I said, had a hell of a career at Ohio State. But even then, I was like, I don't know if this is for him. Like I said, everything I say for Jalen Hurts, I say for Justin Fields.
Wow.
I think he a better thrower to football.
Maybe, but I don't
I haven't
know.
really seen
Like
it
I
though.
because again, look
You see
who
that?
we hadn't seen in the NFL, and if you say we saw it in college, look who he was throwing to.
Yeah,
Every one of them boys was first rounders.
hell yeah, definitely every one of them.
Every one of them.
But I'm saying,
So that's what I'm saying.
but going back to Jalen Hurts, he didn't even have those type of numbers back in college when he was having number one receiver.
He also he no, but he also has a national champion. He never had every receiver he threw the ball to was a first rounder. Literally every
Hey,
receiver that
Jalen
this
Hurts
man threw
did.
the ball to was a first rounder. Who he had CD at Oklahoma, and who do he have at Bama? He had
Tay Smith,
Devontae was with him at Bama. I thought
yeah,
Devontae
Jerry
came
Judy.
the year later. I thought Devontae came as a freshman the year that he left.
Nah, it was the last when they beat Georgia comeback. He was on that team
Hmm.
when Tua came
Okay.
in. Yeah, Devontae Smith was on that team for sure. He
Okay.
the one that caught the
So he had one for each team then. He didn't have three on each team.
Jerry Judy, and he had Jerry Judy. He had Michi.
Oh, John Mechie.
Was that
Yeah,
Michi?
Michi, yeah.
Um,
Michi was nice though down too. Yeah.
and he had
Come preach then.
Waddle,
Come on.
Waddle, Waddle, Waddle was the Bama,
Waddle
right?
was at Bama, or was he at Bama?
Was
Yeah,
Waddle?
Waddle played at Bama.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
yeah, Waddle. Like,
Yeah,
he
Waddle.
had guys over there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he did have Waddle.
definitely had guys over there at Bama. I was like,
Yeah, they also run the ball at Bama too though.
they had running backs too. Yeah, they had running backs too.
They run the ball, like I said, not like they sling that thing at Ohio State.
They do sling it, but I like that Ohio State team was nasty, man. J.K. Dobbins, all them. I felt bad for Micah, bro. Yeah, because if anybody know, Michael was really supposed to go to Ohio State, so like it's like when we had to play them and like they had teams like that. Like Michael played with some guys at Penn State, but nothing that compared to what they had at Ohio State, bro.
No. And that's what I'm saying. That man threw the all first rounders, like I said. So when you throw in the wide open first round guys again, you left the SEC, so you're not throwing against LSU's corners. You're not throwing against, Mississippi State's corners. You're throwing against what was it? Northwestern and Purdue. That's their cornerbacks you throw it against. Of course, you go have great fucking numbers because you got Jackson Smith and Jigba running the 4-2, and the fastest guy on the other side probably runs the 4-5, and he running seams and goes wide open, so number one can go 1, 2, 3. And let that
Yeah.
thing go. That's exactly what his highlights at Ohio State look like. And you see it down in the NFL. He drops back and it's I gotta go, and he takes the hell off, or he puts it in a bad place. That's what I said. Everything I say for Jalen, I say for that man too. If I'm just gonna keep it 100.
I I
Okay.
feel like for the hurt. I mean, for Fields, I just thought he was just in a bad situation, bro.
You think the Jets is a good one?
Nah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the
Why not?
if I was him, I would have did everything I possibly could to stay in Pittsburgh.
That's a better no. Yes. You can't do that because
I did everything
he went 4-2 and they kicked his ass to the curb for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, because
I agree, but I'm honestly with TP on this one.
You can't do that.
I'm sitting my ass. Because why not?
You can say that now. You can say that now after they got those weapons. It's easy to say that.
Hold on, no, listen.
No, I would say that before. He's what, 20, 24, 25? How old is that boy?
He's young. Yeah, 24, 25.
Man, sit my first ass at right here. Learn from this man named Russell Wilson. Learn from this man named Mike Tomlin. And I'm good, bro. I want to be a part of a winning culture. Yeah. Like I said, like you said, the money talks and everything. But why the hell I want to go to New York and get my head beat in for 2 years when I can sit here and learn?
You don't know if they're going to get their head beat in.
He's the starting quarterback. They finna get their head beat in.
You don't know that. New York is going to be the same way I can't go for that.
He was just in Chicago with no line, getting his head blown off.
You know what I mean? Thank you. Getting his head punched on, beat in.
I can't go for that, bro.
But I can't go for that, bro. That
happened. So
is in Pittsburgh this year, bro? Because
is Justin Fields okay? Is Justin Fields better than Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
No.
Without question.
Get off this goddamn show with you, boy.
What? Without question.
What are we talking about?
Without question.
What are we talking about?
Justin Fields is better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, he right now. Yes, he is.
Fuck no. You mean he can
Yes, he is.
You mean he can play running back better?
He can do that better too.
He can run the ball better, faster. He has a faster 40 times. But when it comes to throwing that rock, no sir.
I'm telling you this shit right now,
bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Justin Fields gonna have the Jets looking 10 times better than what he had them looking. Aaron Rodgers was throwing for 100 yards a game.
That might be the case.
That sounds like Justin Fields' average per game. About 120 about 120, 140 a game.
No.
What's his yard average?
Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you that shit right now. You gotta believe me, bro.
Aaron Rodgers just had what they say is a down career, and that season
bro, here you go.
better
here
than
you go,
half the league.
Aaron Rodgers got that Drew Brees on, man. Like it's just time for him to go. Y'all know Drew Brees last year or two in the league when you saw Drew's arm and it had just died. Fields still ain't better than him though.
How?
I don't think his arm died, bro. I think you know what I mean.
He don't got that same arm.
He doesn't have the same arm. You're gonna tell me a dude like that can't move, who's injury prone, barely throwing for 180 yards a game.
He had that one towards Achilles. I think he just. I just think he just wasn't playing on that jump.
Justin Fields average per game 155.
And who was his
weapons? I know my football boy. I know my football boy. He gonna be about the same thing over there in the Jets.
He ain't had nothing until DJ.
He had
you know what I mean?
He had George Pickens, and the second he got on the Steelers, they got rid of Deontay Johnson. They went and got rid of Deontay Johnson.
Come on. Go up here and tell him he lost his mind.
Now he got.
Fields played good, bro. But
he did.
The only reason why Russell Wilson even took his spot was because Russell Wilson is just more experienced. He can make the plays and see.
You done lost your mind. Done lost your damn mind.
I didn't lose my mind, bro.
They can open.
Tell him, man, I lost his mind. My dog had to come in here. He heard you say some stupid shit like that and said, "What is going on?"
I can't believe you said Justin Fields better than Aaron Rodgers.
He's better than Aaron. And my dog gonna tell you that he's better than Aaron Rodgers. He's sleepy right now, but look, wake up and tell him.
See, that's because you put her to sleep with them lies. She can't be a part of this fucking atrocity. She said, "Don't put me in this." My dog tail wagging. He happy to be around. He know life is good. Your dog feels like I'm living with a liar.
Bro,
look at her.
To me.
Put me down.
You crazy as hell for that, Kate.
No, I'm not. Listen. Oh my God.
For that, Kate.
A quarterback that's 40, coming off of the torn Achilles. He's immobile.
Go look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers. I know he wasn't winning, but go look at the numbers again.
And he couldn't win a game.
But they couldn't win before he got there though. You can't put everything on him. You can't put everything on him.
Bro, that defense stop. That defense was lights out.
But it got worse though.
Come on, bro. You can't even say that.
Was it not worse this year?
But this is what I'm saying. Yes,
was it not worse this year?
It was. But they're losing games to the Titans 13 to fucking 10.
That's
I
not
ain't
all.
seen
Justin
Justin Fields.
Fields.
That's about how many points Fields gonna
No,
give you.
no, no,
About
no,
10
no, no,
points.
no, no.
He gonna
Justin
give you
Fields
about 10 a
got
game.
no. Justin Fields got Brees Hall.
I'm a
He got
Justin
Garrett
Fields fan,
Wilson.
man. I'm
He
a
got
Justin
Mike
Fields
Williams,
fan, man.
and he can run and
And
make throws.
the only weapon you just named that's going to be of any benefit to him is Brees Hall because he ain't going to be able to get it to Garrett or Mike Wilson without
Oh
pick
my
here, pick
God.
there, throw it in the
He don't
coverage.
throw picks
He's
like
holding the
that.
ball too long
You don't throw picks like
Nah,
that.
because he don't throw
if
the
you
damn
get,
ball.
listen,
That's why.
if you give him a good offensive coordinator, I think you'll see a
He'll
difference.
be better than Aaron Rodgers.
And you play him.
He'll be better than 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, is what you're saying. And I'm not even
Yeah,
agreeing to that yet.
and that
I'm
bar is
not
low
agreeing
as
with that either.
hell.
But I think he could. What Brock Purdy does in that San Fran offense, if you can put Justin Fields in an offense like that, I think he can flourish. You know what I'm saying?
Any fucking quarterback better be able to flourish if you got tight ends running butt naked wide open. Brock Purdy got a hell of an offensive scheme over there. You better be able to look good over there when you got just two tight ends, butt
Let me
naked,
tell
just
you how
free, 20
silly
yards
y'all
down
is.
free.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Let me tell you how silly
got-
y'all is.
So if he could get in that shit and he
Chris-
overthrowing players, then then you ask, boy.
you know what I mean? With a
Fellas.
good scheme, I feel like Justin Fields.
Fellas.
Good, man.
They lost to Denver 10-9.
Bo Nix was on that.
lost.
Bo Nix was on that gas this year. What you
They don't mean
mean?
nothing. 10-9.
They
You
was
only
winning
scored
Yeah,
9 points. You got that
yeah.
offense. You only scored 9 points.
Sean Payton know how to do his thing.
Bro, all right.
And not to mention, I'm pretty sure that the Denver Broncos had the defensive player of the year on their team this year, right?
Who's on the Jets line?
Wow.
Who's on the Jets line?
What you mean? Wow, they had the defensive player of the year on their
They
team.
played the Rams. They scored 9 points again.
What
And that defense was outstanding.
Guys, stop making excuses.
That rookie had 8 sacks
Stop
in 2
making excuses
games.
for him. The
We
man
not making
can't
excuses.
fucking play.
I'm just keeping it a buck. It ain't excuses when you just keep it a
And
buck.
why the fuck he don't got a job day one in free agency then? All the quarterbacks got signed by him.
He's 41. He's 41.
He can't play. Justin Fields is better than him. That's not hard to say.
He's 40. Yeah, he's 40. He's 40 coming off an Achilles tear.
Guys, so
We not gonna take him.
So
Justin
why
Fields,
is
we can
Justin
give
Fields-
him because we can give him $20 million, which I think is what 15% maybe of the current quarterback market. So he's getting what, yeah. So we can give him that for 2 years,
bro.
bring him in here, keep this, and we gonna bridge him. What
They
are the
played
Jets picking this year?
Arizona. They're
What are the Jets
top
picking?
10 or top 15, top like
Hey,
14.
No, remember, hold on. They kind of already got their QB of the future for real. I think they gonna see what Bull from Florida State got for real.
Hold on. They played the Cardinals. They scored 6 points. Aaron Rodgers was trash.
Bro, that whole team was trash.
That's not. Oh no, they weren't. That's
Listen,
not. That's not.
If you watch them
crazy
games,
to say that Justin Fields is better than him. That's not crazy to say.
Compare the numbers.
Nigga, he played 6 games. Like, come on. Like, bro.
Okay,
you gotta be fair with the shit.
Look at his 6-game sample size.
Be fair with the shit.
Yeah, look at his 6-game sample size. And then look at Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, bet. I'm about to cook y'all right now. Come on, bro. It's not.
Because Aaron Rodgers' numbers weren't bad this year.
It's not.
Regardless of how much losing they did, his numbers were not bad. I think he only threw like 5 or 6 picks.
Bro.
They say they picked 7th this year. You don't think they're
top
going to take
10.
a quarterback? Yeah, you don't think they're going to take a QB?
They shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
They shouldn't. They got the
I'd be
QB.
trying to get my quarterback some weapons.
There you go.
Offensive line.
Go take McMillan. Fuck it. Take McMillan top 10.
Don't take McMillan.
Take McMillan top 10. Give him a big body weapon and go with Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams.
We need McMillan right here in Dallas.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, for the sake of this conversation,
we might have to go corner.
Yeah, no. But for the sake of this conversation,
cool with Bull from Texas.
Take Ibuka top 10. Take Ibuka top 10. Or trade the pick back and get more picks and then take a receiver.
Ibuka not going top 10.
Oh yeah, man. We re-signed
Turp. He's not going top 10. I know.
We re-signed Turp too, which I don't like them saying like he the highest paid special teamer, man. Like Turp a receiver.
He do multiple things for us.
Yeah, like Turp a receiver. Like I hated when I read that. Like I was happy as hell we brought him back, and they was like, "Oh, he's the highest paid special teamer." It's like, nah, man. Like that man a receiver. Like don't do that to him. We're going to shoot this year. I can bet you that. Fuck.
Gonna have to.
Justin Fields is better than Aaron Rodgers.
Now I'm finna get off this shit. I gotta put my kids to sleep. You keep going with this crazy ass shit about Aaron Rodgers.
He had to fucking
You done lost your fucking
I
mind,
ain't
bro.
lose nothing. I done got
That
my
is a
mind.
damn sure. That is a damn sure unwanted
Wow.
opinion. And I ain't even a fan of Aaron Rodgers personally. Like I done
Me
met the man.
either.
He an asshole. But for you to say some shit like that, nah.
He said he an asshole.
Yeah,
Bro,
he kind of a dick, bro. Like real talk.
I
Met him one
believe it.
time at the ESPYS. He was I just didn't like the vibes. Just didn't like the vibes.
This
Okay,
year,
but fellas,
this year, Rodgers was 28 touchdowns, 11 picks with a passer rating of
90.5. That's better than half
bro,
the league.
In his worst year, Justin Fields can't fuck with him.
watch this season. Watch this season. Then okay. So then we can't really talk about shit right now.
Hold on, what did Justin Fields? Like you said,
had it just
what
better.
what was it? 28 and what? TP?
11.
With a 90
How many games he played?
Well, he played. I'm sure
Probably all
He
of
played all 17.
I'm sure he played all 17.
I assume.
All right, and then how many games did Justin Fields play this year?
6.
How many touchdowns?
I'm about to look right now.
5 passing
5 and 1.
touchdowns.
5 and 1 for 1,000. 5 touchdowns, 1 pick for 1,000. 93 passer rate.
17 game season. He trending to beat the shit out of Aaron Rodgers. I can give you that.
And 5 rushing touchdowns.
Nah, listen. I like
now
Justin
what?
Fields. I like Justin Fields in the way he plays.
So you telling me Justin Fields had? So you telling me he had 10 touchdowns in 5 games?
In 5 games.
Yeah.
And 1 pick.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to say he's better than him right now.
No, it's crazy to say he's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers.
He's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers.
Especially because that man he did that playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers too, bro.
He's not that cerebral. He's not as cerebral. Like the only reason why Russell Wilson even took his spot is not because he wasn't playing well. It's because Russell Wilson sees the field better. So if he's seeing the field better and can make the plays that Justin Fields can't, and that's why, you know what I mean, the record was the way that it was. That's why, you know what I mean, Aaron Rodgers in that type of situation will be better because he's surrounded by better talent, better defense, and he's going to be in better positions to win games, bro. I ain't going to cap.
Hey, bro.
And they're talking about signing Aaron Rodgers right now, and I hope it does happen just so he can show you I'm still nothing to be played with.
Who signed Aaron Rodgers?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh,
you fucking lie.
That'd be crazy.
I'm so serious. That's a report right now.
That'd be crazy.
That's why they got DK.
I pray that happens. We can get a real deal side by side comparison, Capers. We go, what happened? Oh, what?
Chad, it's gonna
they
look
got DK,
horrible.
They got DK and they said, listen, hold on, we can load up for Rodgers real quick. Hold on.
It's gonna look horrible.
DK and George gonna look good together.
Dude had Devontae Adams and he had Garrett Wilson, and he was scoring 9 damn points. He had Garrett Wilson and he had Mike Williams.
You gotta look at the whole thing though. The whole
they like to run the ball.
You know what I mean? The whole thing was going down. The coach got fired. They don't want to get
because of him.
Ball for real. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole situation over there was just toxic. Yeah.
They like to run the ball. You know, they had that thing going. Brees Hall's backup was doing well before Brees came back.
Allen definitely was doing well.
They like to run the ball. So, you know, we get in the red zone. Of course, it's tight windows now, and your arm ain't got that elastic band no more, you know? So we got to Well, you gonna see, bro. That's some crazy shit you said.
Excuses. This sounds like the Carson Wentz conversation me and TP be having. That's all.
What Carson? Carson Wentz shouldn't have no fucking excuses. That nigga ass.
Thank you.
Chill out.
Thank you.
Chill out.
That motherfucker is trying. What this sounds like is that. Just a bunch of excuses.
I saw Carson Wentz. Now look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Dak and Carson Wentz was in the same Senior Bowl, and I'm not gonna lie. Like when I was hating when Carson Wentz, this guy, whatever. I'm like, this kid, they think better than my brother. They got this, and I watched him in the Senior Bowl. I was like, oh, he can spin that bitch. He probably nice. Then I got to watch him up close twice a year against Dakota, against everybody. He is ass.
Listen, hold on. Time out.
Fucking
ass.
trash.
I'm not doing this because I'm not doing this.
Matter of fact,
he enjoyed his paycheck in KC. That's why they got their head beaten KC this year. He was the fucking jinx.
Yes.
Philly looked over there and said, "We finna put it on Wentz's ass right now. Let's give it to him."
That's why they lost.
When they first came into the league, man.
TP, hold on. We're gonna end the show with this.
Dak was in the
This is the last topic.
Am I right?
What?
Dak was in the better. Dak was in the
what happened?
Position than Carson Wentz for sure.
Say it again.
When they first
what?
Dak was in a better position than Wentz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't have.
He didn't have
Alshon Jeffrey yet.
Completely.
How about say, okay, yeah, maybe the first year because they were picking number 2, but the very next year, you saw
the Wentz jump. You saw,
and then the year after that, when we thought we were going to get great Wentz, he became ass. All of a sudden, he don't have it between the ears. He don't have this. He can't make. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. The same team that went and won a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
The same team that went and won a Super Bowl?
After they won that Super Bowl, go look at the roster the very next year and who stayed healthy. Nobody.
Man.
No, sir. We're not going to do this.
I'm just fair.
We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Because you know how I feel about Jalen Hurts. And they got rid of Carson Wentz for Jalen Hurts. That end of argument.
Hold on, but listen though. Remember what happened though. The team that Carson Wentz had and the team that Jalen Hurts had was two completely different things.
All right, was Carson Wentz given an opportunity to start somewhere else?
Yeah.
And what happened?
What did he do?
Beat the fucking Jaguars to make the playoffs. They won 0 games.
Hold on. Time out. That's cap. The Colts were 1 game away from the playoffs, for real.
And he had to beat the Jaguars. And he fucking got blown out by a one-win team.
Again, was he?
Now, TP, I'm not going to lie. Now, I get what he means now by all I hear is excuses. You just tried to give credit to the fact that this man was 1 game away from missing the playoffs. Not that he got beat in the playoffs. They made it to the playoffs and got hosed. They were 1 game from the playoffs.
Hold on, because niggas.
That means they won.
Because niggas be trying to say
7 games.
Because niggas be trying to say he's ass. What was that record before him?
Ass. Their record was with him. Ass.
Exactly.
They were so ass that they took a quarterback at top 2.
You know what I'm saying?
Breaking news. The Buffalo Bills signed Joey Bosa for 1 year, 12.
I'm just saying.
What they do with Vaughn?
They re-signed him too.
No, they cut him.
I know, but didn't they resign? Nope. I thought he resigned, or they working on resigning him again.
Got cut. They might be working on it, but he did get cut.
They cut him for cap casualty, and they were going to resign him again, I think, or something like that. Yeah. But Carson
back to Wentz.
Carson Wentz first year in Indy, he threw for 3,500, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks with a 94 passer rating. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. That team was already a bad team. And he made them better, regardless if they made the playoffs or not. He was a bad team, and he made them better. So we're not going to do this. Facts, bro. We're not gonna call 3,500, 27 touchdowns and 7 picks a bad year. We're never doing that.
We're doing it. I'm doing it.
We're never doing that. I'm never doing that.
I'm not saying it was a bad year, but what I'm saying is that it was ass enough for him to get replaced again. The man has been replaced twice, TP. You don't replace good QBs. I'm sorry, 3 times. You don't replace good QBs.
You replace guys that you feel as though can get you over the top.
Who fucking suck?
The league is all
he don't know his right from his left.
The league is all about if I feel this guy can't get me over the top.
Can't make the same pass 2 times in a row.
He is a number 2 overall pick that is on his 3rd or 4th team.
Yeah. Okay,
that ain't good.
Time out. He got hold in Philly though. Can I explain myself?
Go ahead.
Can I explain myself?
And then Tad, before we get out, I got a question.
Can I explain myself?
Bet.
All right. So listen, they drafted him, right? Year 1.
Number 2.
Yeah. Year 1. Who was his weapons?
Nobody.
Okay.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Bad. He had a bad year.
Or Dorial Green Beckham.
They
we not even talking about here rookie. Yeah, you can be cool off of rookie.
Year 2. He's still in year 2. I don't care what nobody said. That Eagles team really wasn't good. They just had a good team. They were good. They were coached well. That team really wasn't great, bro.
Wasn't he in the MVP run in his second year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that team, if you go look
and they weren't a good team.
If you go look at that team's roster, bro, that team.
Okay, I'll give Carson that credit. Yeah, he looked good his second year. That's a little. He looked. That's when I was like, okay, he probably gonna be something.
Yeah.
Once teams really started having film on him, He looked like shit.
Because he wasn't shit. He never was shit. He ain't never going to be shit.
Time out. See,
he tried to sneak it on the fucking
Put some context
Chiefs.
on that. Put some context on it. He tore his ACL. He came back. He came back to a team that just won the Super Bowl and was never the same again. That same team that won the Super Bowl was never the same again. They couldn't stay healthy. They couldn't stay healthy. None of that.
TP. If Alshon Jeffrey doesn't drop that ball, they're going to play the Rams in the NFC Championship again. How the fuck was they not the same? There's a reason why
he was the first quarterback to throw for over 3,500 without a 500 receiver.
That wasn't that season. That wasn't that season. That was the next season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
TP.
There's a reason for that.
If Jeffrey doesn't drop the ball, they're in the NFC Championship game again with a backup. How the fuck was they not the same? Against the Saints with Lattimore picked him. It was in his hands. Nick Foles was about to run down. They might not have won it because there was time, but they were going to take the lead, and you know that.
And they were going back to the NFC Championship
again
with the backup.
We went through the first time. Let's not do this. I can't play the what if game that they would have been back because
we're not playing what if. We're not playing what you're playing. The what if Carson Wentz was good game.
Thank you. I'm saying Carson Wentz was good.
I'm saying Carson Wentz was good, and the team crumbled around him, and he had to pay the price.
All right, what's your question? What's your question, Capers?
All right, bro. Let's
I'm saying if we put Carson Wentz on this Eagles team right now, is he better than Jalen?
You can put anybody on that team. No.
Yes.
Because he can't run.
Yes. If you put before the injury, I can't even say he can't run. I think that
right now,
when you can protect Carson, he was really good. Even in 2021, when Washington they started out 4-1, 3-2, or something like that. Carson Wentz was leading the league in passing,
and then he fucking folded.
The team folded. They saw Philly. They saw Philly. Listen, hold up. Remember, he was leading the league in passing. They were like 4-1, 3-2. He saw Philly, and they gave up 7. They gave up 7 first half sacks. 7 of them things.
Excuses got to stop, bro.
What quarterback is going to be good under them circumstances?
Joe Burrow. He took him to the Super Bowl. He got sacked 9 times.
I got hit one on you on that. What you got for me? What you got for me?
My fault, bro. This dumbass.
7 times in the first half.
Here's my question.
and credit to Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow did some spectacular shit that year. You know what I mean? Because they didn't have no line. He was getting sacked a bunch. But
and all them excuses you making, he rose a bubble. He rose a bubble.
Time out. He didn't
and
have
that's what I'm hearing for Aaron Rodgers. He didn't always have no Carson Wentz.
But look who he was throwing the ball to.
It doesn't matter who you're throwing the ball to. Ask Patrick Mahomes.
That matters.
In that game, Mahomes could have had fucking Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. It wouldn't matter.
I'm cool.
Joe Burrow is different and Wentz is ass.
I'm cool with not having
Hold on. Ted, before I ask you this. Ted, Prescott, I'm going to ask Ted because TP ain't going to listen. Ted, answer the question. When Russell Wilson hosts Legion of Boom, did he have a line?
No.
Fuck no. And was he balling and making shit happen anyway, regardless in spite of the fact? Great quarterbacks rise above this shit. They fucking drafted him number 2, traded up to get him.
What was Carson Wentz's weapons?
Oh my God, we're not gonna do this shit. Dallas Goedert, Golden Tate, Alshon Jeffrey,
the same ones that went and won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl.
Okay, now after that Super Bowl run, go look how many games they played.
They stayed healthy.
Go look how many games they played.
After the Super Bowl run,
go look how many games they played.
But fuck all of that though. We can debate this shit all day because I will go to my grave with this shit. He's ass.
You and I both. We'll pick this up again on the next show.
Okay,
he's ass, bro.
Yo,
I can't get behind that.
For the people at home, this is gonna be a great clip. Oh, I'm already can see the fucking numbers on this shit right now, bro.
I like
for the people at home that thought that Carson Wentz was better than your brother. Explain to them how your brother has blew him out as far as career and expectations, and explain how he's ass and how your brother cooked him. Go ahead.
I don't like that.
I don't have to explain that Dak's had a bit.
Ted, I don't like that.
Explain it.
I'm not even gonna.
Like I know that Dak changed the whole way he played football from the time he entered the league to now. He changed the whole way he played football.
I will admit that. But at the same time, that ain't got shit to do with the fact that my brother shit on Carson Wentz for the past 8-9 years. That he the highest paid player in the NFL, getting picked in the same draft. He got picked 136 picks later, and he's still the longest tender QB on any team in the NFL. While Carson's sitting there as a backup on the bench, wondering what could have been, should have been if Nick Foles didn't take my bitch and win a ring with her. Oh no, we gonna do it all day. TP, don't act like that man was that, because he's not.
All I'm saying
he's
is
trash.
There was a time where I felt Carson Wentz was better than that.
Yeah, that 1 year.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people at a time that felt that's why he went number 2 overall. But as history and as the future and shit would tell you, that was a lie.
Talk to him. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drop the mic right there. That's the fucking show. Subscribe, tune in to Unwanted Opinions, share us around. We'll be back later in the week with another episode. Carson Wentz is ass. And not only is ass, was ass, and will always be ass. And that's the episode.
He's a Super Bowl champ, though. You got